Alright, what's up everyone, it's your boy iVolt, and listen, I'm making this video here to open up a discussion regarding a future Iron Man open world game. So, obviously, as you guys already know, with the incredible success with, Marvel's Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 and recently PlayStation 5, as well as Miles Morales, there's just so many possibilities with like superhero games to just see more superheroes on big screen. Now, of course, I'm playing Marvel's Avengers here, and this game is pretty good for a game that's very similar to Destiny and stuff. But I'm talking more about like just open world single player games where you can really focus on the story mode aspects and like world building and things where you don't have to worry about like a paywall and stuff, because what the Spider-Man games did really well, like you could buy the DLCs and things, but those DLCs would include a ton of like costumes, in the sense of like some of them you'd get, some of them you'd unlock through the actual like in-game quests and like completing things. Like there's just so many different things you could do. And like with Iron Man, like he's a very, very complex character. There's a lot of depth to him. I mean, obviously he's just like a hotshot millionaire, philanthropist, playboy, but also when it comes to that, there's also like a huge like depth to him, in the sense of like he has a lot of complex issues. He battles with like PTSD, he's dealt with alcoholism. uh there's just so much stuff that you could just cover, in the sense of just, oh hey, look, that's just like some of the issues, like personality wise. But then there's like the villains, his moral compass. And then don't get me started on the suits and things, because you could do what Marvel's Avengers here did as well, where you give him like the endgame outfit, or like maybe his movie costumes. Like there's so much possibilities, and of course you could include this in a literal universe of Marvel's Spider-Man, because like we have the Avengers Tower in these games. So it'd be sick, because the Marvel Spider-Man game is not associated with Marvel's Avengers, because this is made by Square Enix here, while Marvel's Spider-Man is made by Insomniac Games. So just could you imagine the potential for a future Iron Man game? Like, what would you guys like to see? Because we've had the tie-in games, right? Like the movie tie-in games, which I remember playing as a kid, like Iron Man 1 on the PS2, and that was fairly fun, but it doesn't really keep up with this current sort of like with the way the games are. Oh crap. Okay, with the way the games are now, like the gameplay was very, oh damn, I got my ass handed to me. Like the game was very like sturdy and rigid, and there wasn't a lot of, but like I'm sure that Insomniac could figure out a way to make a really solid Iron Man game, dude, like 100%, with gameplay that suits him, similar to how Spider-Man feels so damn good when you're swinging around. Like just imagine, like I think for an Iron Man game, they could probably show it from the start, like in flashbacks of some sort or something like that, I don't know. But like I think, like imagine fighting like the Mandarin, or like the Iron Monger. Like there's so many different villains that you could just have, and then imagine like a co-op mode where you have War Machine flying around with you, dude. Like how sick would that be? Like start off like a whole cinematic like game universe here. They could easily do it. Easily do it. Alright, this boy gotta go. Alright, these guys are annoying as well. But yeah, like think of it, like there's just so much they could do. I don't know, man. Like I personally really want to see something like this. This is obviously the start of the discussion, because I want to hear what you guys think as well in the comment section. I'll obviously be down there with you guys to talk, and if you guys are new to the channel as well, subscribe, drop a like, all that good stuff, you already know. So on the road to 200k. But dude, there's just so many different things they could include as well when it comes to Iron Man, in the sense of like there's so many different like plot lines as well they could take from the comics, because they could totally do like for me personally, I'd like to see something original for the first game, and then maybe include some different story elements down the road from the comics. Imagine like Civil War, dude, but in like the Iron Man game or something like that. Could you imagine? And then if they did like crossover games, okay, that's getting a bit ambitious with it, but there's just a crazy amount of things that could be done here for the Iron Man games as well. Like, the MCU games weren't that bad, you know, but I'm just glad that the era of movie time games is over. Otherwise, we'd have like, I mean, an Infinity War, like, or Endgame-esque game, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh, damn. Okay, this dude, he's angry, man. I'm about to die. I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna get some health here. But no, seriously, there's just a plethora of Iron Man villains that you could literally take and build an entire story around, you know what I mean? But the thing is, with the suits and stuff, what suits as well would you guys like to see? Because, you know, we have Justin Hammer as well. There's Madam Mask, of course. Like, then there's Ghost. You already know Ghost. I don't know how many of you guys have watched this Iron Man show as a kid, Iron Man Armored Adventures and stuff like that. That was a really dope show as well. But, like, there's just so many things that you could take. And, like, little influences, like, in Spider-Man, you have, like, Taskmaster and stuff like that, like, constantly being annoying and, like, trying to figure out your stuff. You could totally have Ghost be doing things like that in the Iron Man game. Alright, where's... Okay, there it is. So we've got that. Take this one down. Easy peasy, you already know it. I mean, obviously you could have, like, Captain America games, things like that as well. Dude, obviously you would have aim, like being a pain in the ass in the game as well. But then there's like Crimson Dynamo. Crimson Dynamo would be an interesting villain as well to have. Maybe like an opening villain or something like that, I don't know. But obviously you'd want to keep the Mandarin as like the sort of end game villain as well. You'd probably keep the Monger as all similar to the MCU, like as the main bad of the first game if you want to do like the origins of Iron Man and things like that. And then for like the second game or the third game, you'd have like the Mandarin, but you'd want to sprinkle in like Crimson Dynamo and other enemies there as well. And some really sick outfits too. I really want to see like Insomniac, if they do end up developing a game for Iron Man, like give us some really cool, okay, I gotta scan this, right? But give us some really cool, like just original armors and stuff like that, because we all always appreciate original costumes like they did for Spider-Man. But as well, I definitely want to 100% hear your guys' opinion and things like that in the comments below. And obviously I will join the conversation and make more videos as time goes on with like gameplay ideas and things, because I do want to hear your guys' input in gameplay ideas, enemies, story setting, things like that. Like, it would be incredibly cool to hear your guys' opinion and just have a conversation with you down in the comments below, because like I said, this was just a video to start a discussion and see how many people would be interested in just maybe a future Iron Man game, you know, just something of that sort. Let's activate the Unibeam here, dude. That's so cool. Okay, and yeet, get that EMP, or rather supercharge. Make myself more OP. Then we hit the ground here. I love this, man. Like, this is pretty damn cool. Obviously, we'd have like photo mode and stuff like that as well. Okay, no more enemies here. We're gonna fly off, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys 100% enjoyed it. It's obviously more discussion related, so you know, if you guys got stuff to do in the background, you can do that. And yeah, my friends, just have an absolutely amazing day. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah. Peace out.